We're muted. It always happens. Always when we start, we're muted on the stream. Hello, welcome to the stream. And obviously, I'm here with myself, Elliot, from Relic Entertainment, and I'm also joined by Grant, which we're going to switch over to see the both of us. Hey, Grant, how's it going?
Hey, everyone. Good to be here.
Sweet. So obviously we're here every week for our weekly Age of Empires stream. So if you're just tuning in right now and you have Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, hop on, and we're going to be playing, I think, Deathmatch first, right?
Yeah, we'll do a quick deathmatch first to get things started.
But if you're just tuning in now, joining us from whether it be from Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, Facebook, any of the 4 channels that we're restreaming out to, we are here every week to play Age of Empires 2, Age of Empires 1, Age of Empires 3, all the Age of Empires. This is our weekly Age of Empires community slot that we run and host with obviously our friends down at Redmond with the rest of the Age of Empires community team. Today, however, it's just you got myself and Grant again, repeating from last week. So we'll be hosting and playing this time around. So Grant, how many people do we got? Are we in
We're up to 4 now, but yeah, if you want to join, you can definitely hop in and come play.
Are we playing deathmatch? Is that what it is?
Yeah, we got a deathmatch set up, and the lobby is just mixer.com/Age of Empires in the lobby browser.
I mean, I see the 4 of you. I don't know if we need me to join on top of that. I don't know if I want to join, to be frank.
I think you could get a game in. It's been a little while.
Oh man, I'm getting egged on to join. So you know what? When the challenge,
I think the chat wants to see you in there too. I'm sure.
When the challenge gets thrown, I will hop into. Why not? Let's do it. At least for deathmatch, I'll play a single deathmatch. Now, obviously, then we gotta hop back onto the other thing. So. Again, if you're just
Tashawn says do it, Elliot. So you're in this.
Yeah, I know. I'm already in. Let's go. Oh my God, we got double Huns players here. Meta picks for deathmatch. Do you want to shrink the map size though?
Yeah, we'll go to medium. All right, this will be nice and quick.
What's going on? I'm getting here, and Zero is actually going to join us too. So 1 second.
Oh, awesome.
I'm just inviting a bunch of people I have on my Steam account.
That always works.
So 1 second while we get the people in here. There we go.
Awesome. Do we want to step back up a size?
No. Deathmatch. I always like doing a smaller map because it forces more engagement.
Yeah.
You know, essentially.
Yeah.
I see Andy P. Welcome to stream. Hello, friend. It's been a little while. Rennie Dinger. Hello.
All right.
Thank you for the awesome stickers. I think we're ready to go. Oh God, I'm not ready for this.
Oh,
Free
this
for
will be
all.
fun.
Oh man.
Here we go.
I think we're gonna transition over to my screen so we can see what's going on. Yeah. That way we can that way the voice that's happening you can hear what's going on here. Oh boy, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little rusty. It's been a couple weeks since I've hopped on and played. So, tacos for everyone. Yeah, I'd love to do that. I mean, it'd be cool if there was a global franchise that can let us do that and get us able to do that. Anyways, so one thing I've learned really quickly with this is that you got to get your military going ASAP.
Yeah.
ASAP, or else you're going to be in a world of pain, essentially.
I do see Cloud Heart Games is telling me to avenge them with elephants, so I'm sure I can take care of that again.
We gotta figure out where everyone is, because obviously it's not. But what map are we on? I don't even know.
I don't.
Who am I playing as? I don't even know. Mongols. Cool.
Oh, I see Zero is already over at my side as I'm getting some military buildings up.
That's what you gotta do. I realized what I need to do. I need to actually send 2 villagers doing housing, so I don't get housed.
Yeah, that's gonna be a quick problem.
Oh, we have Zero right next to me. Hello, Zero. I see you.
Don't worry, Zero sees us all.
It's like I said, we can worry about economy later. That's the thing about this.
Yeah,
that you don't need to worry about.
you got a few minutes to get set up for some military strength, and then you got economy to worry about. But you can't build an economy too soon, or else someone can just come and take it if you have no way to defend yourself.
I see what you're trying to do, Zach. aka Zero Empires. Oh no. What's going on here? Are these my... No, these are not my units. Oh my god, I'm being flanked right now. Tashawn! Cloud Heart Games, how could you do this to me? You wanted me to play, and now you're coming after me. What is going on here? What is this brutal... Oh my god, I'm getting sandwiched right now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle this, to be frank. Did I manage to push him off? I don't know. I don't even know. All I know is he's attacking my villagers now. Being rude about it.
Oh, this is... I see this. I see War God over there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna die. I'm already being sandwiched here. What is going on here? Renadinger, I said hello. Oh, okay, sorry, you're responding to our mods here. Wololo Elliot Grant 2020. What are we running for? Oh my god, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I think I'm just being squished in here. Not looking good. Let's say right now. It's not looking good, friends. Oh man, this is not looking good for me at all. And again, hello, if you're watching again, oh, my town center's dead. I don't even want to play anymore. I don't know if there's anything I can really even do at this point. These Magnos are just ripping apart my... I guess the way to counter that is to get some man-at-arms to deal with that, but they're also less mobile than obviously the cavalry archers that we got pumping out. Only 3 left. Not looking good. Oh, there you are. There are the other villagers. Let's get some houses back up. Oh man, we managed to push them back into, oh my goodness sakes. Jeez Louise, Zero. Why do you do this to me? I cannot micro that good. Oh my god. Oh, that was a fair trade, right? I think I lost 20 cavalry to his 1 Magnol, or what is this? The Siege Onager. I think this is it for me. Who do I have hoping? Who do I need to chat? Who should I? Oh, I don't even have a market. Let's get you guys. Let's get you guys. We're gonna get a market going just to drop onto them. I see you, Yellow. Sounds like Yellow needs encouragement. That's what it sounds like. But we're trying. We're trying. Tried so hard. Wait, I can't even pay tribute. What is going on here? Am I not allowed to? Oh man, I want to. As some of you know, I would hop on and try to give stuff to people. So let's resign here. Yeah, I'm done. We're gonna return to the map. Yeah, look, you can see here, Zero's actually spread quite across the map here, letting him really get access to everything. So, yeah, I can see where Yellow, he sees Yellow, and I guess Yellow retreated away here so that he can get to this point here. That being said, again, if you are just tuning in, this is our weekly Age of Empires stream that we host here. Obviously, myself and Grant are we're the community managers up here at Relic Entertainment, which we are making Age of Empires for. And no, we're not going to be sharing any news because this stream is just for us to get on and play our weekly games and be a part of all. Thanks again for everyone who's following us on Mixer and our other streams and channels. We are, yeah, I'm Delv. I did try, valiant effort, but I had the unlucky RNG rule of being next to Zero Empires, so he managed to. Now, looking around here, we got Grant's got himself established a foothold in the corner here with a bit of a defense, so to make sure that no one can get to him. Meanwhile, War God's also spreading out on to the northern side here, having a skirmish over here with Tishan, aka Cloudheart Games. But guys, the big bad really is Zero Empires, who's sprawled out in this entire south to southeastern and eastern coast. He's taken over this entire space, so not sure how it's gonna pan out for the rest of them. But as you see here, it could also just be his much better micro than mine. Mine was just terrible. But oh, what do we got here? What is going on? Oh, this is spicy. Not gonna say what it is, but this is spicy.
Oh, I can see what it is. I assume that's what you're talking about.
No. No,
you're not talking about Zero Empires over at my gate?
Oh, no, I didn't see that part. Oh, I didn't see that part. Gang up on Zero, Hun's truce. I mean, you guys gotta kind of move quickly because, you know, ooh, when Zero's also got his galleons, which are gonna hurt later on if you don't get those units out. The initial destruction is gonna be, as you can see here, how he's getting set up here. This is not going to look good for that. Meanwhile, you do notice that there is also this ready to go to take on this beautiful property that Tishan's established here. Meanwhile, what's going on here? Oh man, I don't know if Fawn Enthusiast can get away with this here. I know what he's building, but you notice that right here, I can't see if the Fog of War would be affected here. But you do have a bit of a foothold being established here so that you can restart here. But I wonder if that, once those are destroyed, if he's going to even notice this. Because if he doesn't notice it, then he's fine. But that's the key thing. If he doesn't notice it. So. Can you play this game offline? Yes. 100% you can play this game offline. That being said, we will do our usual plug here that if you haven't heard the news, we just announced and rolled out, I think, the initial closed beta invites for Age of Empires 3. So if you want to check that out, how you can sign up, and I'm going to ask the mods if they can drop the chat, is you got to sign up as an insider. And then from there, indicate that you want to play, and then that way you can get accepted into future beta tests, including for Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition, which is the next one that we're doing. And like you can see here, he's got set up in a way he's pushed off here, but I think he's going to pull in notice. Yeah, he's pulled in the notice of Zero Empires, which is not going to look good for you. Meanwhile, it looks like there's a bit of disrespect going on here. I do see that Zero's just taking over one of your gold mine camps here, and it's preventing you from the other gold camp here, Grant.
I see that.
And,
this is a problem.
Is this on Xbox? No, this is not on Xbox. This is on PC. Grant, team up. The political pull here. You guys might have to. Like it's really looking like Zero's. Especially with the fact he's taken over its entire south to eastern coast. He's able to really establish his own foothold, and this is not looking good for Fawn enthusiasts. Valiant effort to escape and reestablish yourself, but I think the issue was that Zero was already attacking to clean up my space here, but the formerly known Elbots area of the world. So it really hurts. And I'm watching his units are not your units are not attacking. You gotta get them to attack. They're just chilling here. You gotta attack here. I said, the continual assault with this castle here on the gold mine while he's taking the rest of your gold mine. I do see that you've reestablished yourself. And it looks like we got an alliance. Tashawn and Grant are looking to get together and play here. I don't know if Red needs to agree so that Red doesn't disrupt you guys, because Red's right. Sam is right between you. These two are in the pocket position here, essentially, technically speaking, while Zero is just all the positions on his own side here. So it looks like he managed to push off the initial assault, but the castles are taking a lot of damage from what's happening here. Where's all this initial damage coming from? It is amusing though. You see you can it's I see what you're doing, Zero. Zero's using the he's sieging the castle. Yep. And there we go. We're going to be able to catch the beautiful collapsing animation that Age 2 Definitive Edition has. Yes, definitely a raiding party. Can I even chat? No, I think. Oh, hey, I can chat. Raiding party. Raiding party. And again, we got another. It looks like Zero's attempting to push off here, because if you don't get rid of Yellow here, which I don't think he even has any villagers left. If you don't get rid of Yellow here, he's just going to be a continual pest pumping out units. So to wipe out these 3 remaining barracks is probably the best move. Especially being the Huns, it's actually kind of a great play here. But again, the Petards are here, and they're probably going to, looks like they're going to make move. I wonder how much damage they actually do per... Holy smokes, almost 500 plus damage per Petard. Zero's going to be able to wipe these guys out really quickly. Even sending a couple of siege onagers should be enough to wipe him out. You got a bunch of champions coming in to fight against Halberdiers. Not a good matchup for the Halberdiers. They're going to get quickly wiped out by the champions. And yeah, oh my goodness, he's got another... Man, Fawn, I wish I had the energy and tenacity that you had in this game. Here. When's this on Xbox? This is not currently planned to go on Xbox, but however, keep talking about it. Talk about it on the forums, on our social channels. We pay attention to everything that's been discussed and said about on our streams and on our social channels. So it's a good way to bring the chatter up for us. But right now, currently, there are no plans. It is on PC. It's kind of where our roots are for this game. If you think about it, Age of Empires has been around since 1997. So it's a 23-plus year legacy, and we are actually this month celebrating the H1DE 2-year anniversary. So it's a great time to be for us to be playing. And it looks like here to Sean Clotter Games, you got a micro against these onagers, because unless you got some fast-moving cavalry in there to disrupt them, it's going to hurt you. To get those in and just disrupt, but it might be a little too late, because Zero's got backup with his halberdiers here to protect him. he does manage to get rid of 2 of them, which is good. But they're slowly wiping out the rest of his forces. Those siege onagers are really going to hurt, especially with Cloudart Games unable to really push them off with them. And it looks like here, Zero did manage to wipe off the rest of Fawn Enthusiast. Meanwhile, Grant managed to reestablish the foothold here, get his gold mine camps back, and destroy that castle. Sorry, I didn't see that that happening. But as you see here, Zero is also getting set up on this side here. Meanwhile, looks like Yellow. It looks like Fawn and War God are at peace here, seeing that there's nothing going on here. Getting that reestablished was pretty key. Sorry for the castles, Red. What are you sorry for? What's going on? Oh, because he's running in.
You can resign again.
Oh, wow! I didn't even know that. Hey, that doesn't really work for me to say it because I'm the one who resigned, you know. And you can see, like I said, this onslaught of siege onagers and these siege rams are just pushing through to Sean/Cloudart Games space as if it's nothing. And unfortunately, the resignation has been happening from Cloudart Games. Valiant effort. You were not the first to go, so that's good on your end. Yeah. What's this year's dev plans? I mean, we released Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, and when I say we, I mean Age as a franchise. Relic Entertainment, which myself and Grant are part of. Obviously, we are making Age of Empires and developing Age of Empires 4, but we're part of the greater Age of Empires franchise team, which is why we're streaming on our weekly slot here. Yeah, I'm gonna, you know, you offer something, I'm gonna try it. You know, I'll try it. You know. Yeah, definitely no hard feelings. I wish you realized that I was not a threat and that you let me kind of push off the wall that was Zero Empires. But, you know, we live and we learn, right? We move on. But it looks like he's just punching right through into Red's base here. He hasn't discovered where Fawn has reestablished himself, but it's only a matter of time. Meanwhile, Grant is getting getting his stuff set up, but it might be a point where you might need to push faster to distract the forces that be. Otherwise, it's going to look like it is going to be an inevitable victory path for Zero Empires. Again, with the siege onagers he's pushing through. This is the right move, though, getting your cavalry units here to really take on these rams. They're very good. Their armor is good against protecting against piercing, but the melee damage is great. Oof, the castle gone. We are part of the Age of Empires family. You know, that's why we say we're part of the franchise team, aka the family. We are definitely part of that. Oof! Oh no! We just no horsies. They're dead. But again, you want to get these cavalry units in. I don't know if you want to attack those rams though. Yeah, the onagers are probably the more juicier target here. War God 03. Anyway, so what I was saying was dev plans is that we just released Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition on both Microsoft Store and Steam back in November, and obviously right now, as I just announced, that we're doing the Age of Empires 3 first closed beta, which you can, if you still want to be part of that, you got to sign up on as an insider. Mods, if I can ask you to drop the chat link again in chat, sorry. But yeah, as you're saying in the other channels, if you want to, we're going to be doing some giveaways for some product codes for our Age titles. And if you want them, you got to check it out on mixer.com/Age of Empires. I know we're streaming out to Twitch, to Mixer, YouTube, and Facebook, and also on our Relic Entertainment channels. But if you want to win and to be entered to win, you got to go on to mixer.com/Age of Empires. Mods has just dropped the link. If you sign up as an insider, this is how you can get signed up as to be a beta member. Like I said, right now, Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition is the first wave of invites have gone, and it looks like Zero Empires attempted to start a castle here, and he's been noticed by War God. I mean, it's kind of obvious when you park yourself right next to stables here. Meanwhile, Grant is taking some action over to Zero, which has definitely drawn his attention. Got a swarm of champions coming in to try to push off these elephants, but if I recall, these elephants do additional AoE damage in the area, so I'm not sure if that's actually the right counter move here. Looks like the champions are going to get essentially stomped on by the elephants here. Surprised that we actually got a truce though. Yeah, that's true. Very true. But I wonder if you noticed here, all the forces are coming in though, so Grant, I don't know if you got additional forces also to back him up, but it looks like Zero's definitely taken notice and kind of backed off here. Meanwhile, as you see here, Fawn Enthusiast has taken over the space that was formerly known as Tashawn/Codheart Games. Yeah. This needs to be released on Xbox. Again, no plans right now, but keep talking about it. You know, we as community managers take notice of all the discussion chatter that happens, right, Grant? Like anything
For sure.
anything that's talked about or discussed by the community, we're the ones to make sure that the development team and definitely hears about it. So, again, if you are just tuning in, mixer.com/Age of Empires, where we're going to do the first giveaway in 4 minutes. So at 10:30 a.m. Pacific, we're going to do our first giveaway. What are we giving away? Mods, do we know? What's the first key? I don't know. Ring-a-dinger with the good question. Solid question. Would you like all team colors of Vololos so you can support your favorite team with stickers? I mean, obviously we want to support Lbots with Team Cyan. Cyan? Am I saying it right? Cyan, right? Man. You know, Grant's too distracted, so he's not responding to me.
I'm a little bit distracted over here.
I probably mispronounced that. I will mispronounce words. It happens. But you know what? I think because this month is the 2-year anniversary of Age 1 DE, that's going to be the first key that we give out. Splinter Boom 6. No announced date has been announced. No release date's been announced. But again, we are in the first wave of closed beta happening. It's like already happening. I'm like myself and others here at the studio are on and playing. We're playing in the first wave of closed beta, so you might see us online playing. And I know a bunch of the World's Edge team is also on there playing as well, so you can catch us playing. We're on. Meanwhile, Grant, OMG Box Shark, you are punching through and making Zero realize that you are not a force to be ignored.
Yeah, just a little bit.
You can see some preparation here. Maybe get him set up in this little tunnel here, which would be actually really hurtful, painful for Grant if he's not able to deal with it. Says Blue's gonna win easy GG. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Like, actually, truth be told, War God and Fawn Enthusiasts have not explicitly said they're going to ally with Grant, did they? Right? I don't think they've officially established an alliance, right?
There's no official alliance, but I mean we've said what we're gonna do, so we'll see if people uphold to that.
What graphic engine is Age 3? I actually don't have an answer to that. So we're not actually the development team for Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. Obviously, you know, being part of the Age of Empires family and the franchise, we do work with our fellow studios that are all on the Age of Empires team. But I actually don't have an answer. Blue has the motivation and willpower. That's what it's saying. Let's switch over to Grant's. Let's switch over to Grant's view, and now we'll see how Grant's doing on that end. And you can see here, Grant is taking this on. We're watching.
I mean, the way I see it, even if I don't come out on top of this, I can at least make some damage for Zero here.
And to be frank, you're also one of the first to get knocked out. You know, I take that down.
I am very happy for that achievement.
All right. All right. And like I said here, this wall of Trebs. This wall of Trebs, though. Oh no.
No, the siege ram's coming in here.
Oh no. Yeah, he's got his. Like
He's-
you said,
yeah.
he's definitely noticed your attention. He's giving you.
He's
the
noticed me
respect.
for sure.
He's giving you the respect.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh, hey, hello. Fraffle started. It is 10:30. Mixer.com/Age of Empires. 1 minute for the giveaway. So, we're giving away a key of Age of Empires 1 Definitive Edition right now. And how you enter is !FARAFFLE, Fraffle. aka follow raffle. You got to follow us too, so make sure you follow mixer.com/Age of Empires, and we're gonna give away our first key, which is Age of Empires. Age of Empires 1 Definitive Edition as a 2-year anniversary note, because again it came out 2 years ago here in February 2018. So, and that's poor Pole Soldier just running away from certain doom. Meanwhile, ooh, this is exciting, although not long-lived. Fun Enthusiast making himself known again, that he's still alive and well and kicking somewhere on the map. Again, this is just mini skirmishes. I don't know what else is going to happen, because, you know, Red's definitely getting, you know, something started on this end. But again, if you're not moving together in one unit to kind of distract, you're going to be in a world of pain and hurt there, as you see here. And I know, unfortunately, it looks like this is just going to be a victim of being so close by here to be there. And who did we give away? We won Mr. Bad Guy. Congratulations. You won the Age 1 Definitive Edition key of your choice, either on Microsoft Store or Steam, I think. Right? Am I saying that right? Is it? Mods, if I said it wrong, let me know. But either way, you talked about working on the next Age of Empires. What time period is it in? We don't have that much news. We did release a gameplay trailer, so to go check that out.
Yeah, definitely go check out the trailer. And there's a behind the scenes as well.
Hey, Prestige Worldwide. That unfortunately missed. I do understand that, but however, we are doing additional giveaways. We're going to be on stream for the next bit until 12 o'clock. So if you can think about it, probably every half an hour we're going to do our giveaway. So the raffle is over. Follow raffle is over. Mods are going to drop a link to the gameplay trailer for Age of Empires 4, so you guys can check it out in chat. But yeah, we're going to do additional giveaways. So worldwide, Prestige Worldwide, don't worry about it. We're going to be doing more. Are we going to stream more when Age of Empires 4 comes out? Yeah, definitely. That's why we're streaming now. Like, we're getting our streaming chops in and getting ready to take on the world when it's our turn to show off the game. When that is, though. Obviously, we can't talk much more about it. This stream is not going to be the place where we're going to announce anything, because that's not what these streams are for. These streams are for us to connect with the community, talk with you guys, play some Age of Empires, celebrate the fact that Elliot gets knocked out right away. You know, it's just the way of the world. You know, we don't mess around with the way the world works, right? Right, Grant?
Yeah, for sure.
And it looks like you're pulling back here because these halberdiers are going to hurt. But I think a swarm of them is going to hurt your. It's going to hurt the halberdiers more, in my opinion. But you know, that's just my opinion. Outpost here. Keep an eye on any movement. Outpost there as well. Smart. Yellow should probably look to get rid of this one here before it becomes more of a problem. All change diplomacy on to keep zero as enemy. You gotta play smart. I wish it was the case, but we locked diplomacy to make sure that nobody can do that. Age of Empires mods have dropped the link if you want to check it out. The Age 4 trailer that was released at XO19, which was a fun thing. Yes, Cloud Art Games. The first wave of beta invites have gone out. There's gonna be more. So if you haven't got your key, don't panic. Don't worry. There's going to be more coming out. However, you need to sign up as an insider and indicate that you want to be part of the beta. So make sure you sign up as an insider. And yeah, there's been no announcement for Age of Myth remake right now. But again, talk about it, announce it, say that you guys are interested. See what I mentioned about making sure you get rid of this outpost ASAP and before these gold mines are attacked. Oops, sorry. Before these gold mines are attacked, Zero Empires following up the threat. Here first comes the outpost, second comes the castle. Third comes a bunch of dead villagers. And yeah, definitely taking over the gold mine here, which would establish himself to take over essentially the entire eastern coast gold resources. Oh man, I didn't see this. This is spicy. Oh my goodness, the transport ship's in place. Not sure if they're going to be able to do much early on, but these Tarkans trying to wreak havoc on... Oh my goodness, red also as well. There's a double whammy effect on the villagers here, which actually... I wonder if Zero's going to have to push back. Like, these halberdiers are great against these cavalry units, but if Fond Enthusiast can keep the cavalry archers back and micro them away from the halberdiers, this can actually spell a lot of trouble for Zero, destroying that castle really quickly. I guess these Tarkans do a lot of damage, 15 damage. I'll teach Yellow for trying to make a castle in my town earlier. I guess. I mean, he did survive past you, unfortunately. Not to be mean, but
Wow,
he did.
wow, Elliot.
Hey, you know what? I'm just being honest here. You know, I'm just saying what it is. You know, and I don't get me wrong. I lost first. You know, it's Cloud Art Games definitely made it so that I couldn't do anything. I mean, Adam's such a great, awesome person to work with. Like we work closely with our Microsoft partners, obviously, and Adam Eisgreen's been an instrumental part of our journey of making Age of Empires 4, and not just Age of Empires 4, but all the definitive editions. And you know, we definitely got, you know, I'll say this, we got a lot of ambitious plans for Age of Empires. There's a reason why, you know, we've redone Age of Empires 1, 2, and 3 Definitive Edition. Age of Empires 4 is coming out because these are all things that we're working on together as a whole franchise to bring back Age of Empires. You know, again, a franchise has been around for 23 years. Again, super crazy to think about. Yeah, that was a great strategical move by Yellow, essentially punching right through Zero's main base here. Did manage to get a castle down, which means it could open himself up for more movement. However, these initial castles need to get kind of dealt with first so that you can make sure that you can keep punching through here. These additional castles are great kind of distractions. But again, meanwhile, Fond Enthusiast has essentially jumped up here and able to take on the space here. They've also established a bit of a looks like a kind of a zone of no war here between Fond Enthusiast and War God again, because we have this locked on diplomacy. You cannot see what else is going on here. So, Grant, I know we've left you alone for a little while. How are you doing?
Trying to recover as quick as I can, getting a bit of an economy going, just so I can keep cranking out anything at this point. But
are you out of gold at this point? I think, right?
No, I have gold.
Oh, you
is
still
the
have
one thing.
gold?
So I have to get some farming going.
Oh yeah, definitely getting farm set up is pretty important. I do see
That was the one thing I kind of neglected at this point, so we'll get that going.
And I know, again, Zero's kind of getting himself set up on this far end here to make sure that he is okay, because obviously the force of Fond Enthusiast making it painful. Making it painful for Zero Empires, which was the top force on this map. But you can see here, Tarkans, Paladins, Elite Tarkans, all coming in. And I don't know if this is going to go up in time. Probably not. You only got 2 vills here. But will they notice? That's the other question. I don't think so. I think they're pretty focused on getting these siege onagers dealt. No, he just group moved them. There we go. So everyone is going to migrate to deal with these siege onagers that are super painful. If anything here in this situation, I feel like you would go first for these siege workshops, because all it takes is a couple onagers out there, and you can really turn the tide of the force here. But it looks like they are just wiping out. Yeah, looks like this side of Zero Empire's base is essentially done for. You got a bunch of villagers scattered around to make sure that they're kind of viewed as a backup contingent plan. As you can see here, he's got a bunch of naval forces being built up, and also just ready to kind of reestablish himself here on this end. Meanwhile, Red, aka a War God, I'm seeing that maybe he's running low on resources, because I see a bunch of Hussars. Oh, he'll be back. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that, Zero. I mean, what has also helped is that he's essentially taken all the gold from this area, so he's got enough resources to really reset himself. Meanwhile, looks like based on the army composition here, you got the crossbowmen and stuff. Looks like War God may be running out of gold, because you can't trade either, because we have diplomacy on. And meanwhile, Grant again kept his base, pretty solid base, established and set up so that he's not able to. No one's really able to bother him. And again, he's getting this gold.
It's not a big base, but it does its job. So it's like it's keeping most of my villagers safe.
You're on the western coast and you're protected. Like
I've got nice beachfront property.
Yeah. As I mentioned, Fond Enthusiast is just wiping out the forces, and looks like he's continuing to make a move here. I'm Delve, laying down some smack talk here. Zero saying that the resign button is his only friend. Oof, and it looks like, as I mentioned, Fond Enthusiast and War God have actually not explicitly said they're allying with OMG Boxshark. And it's a long deathmatch. Yeah, we have it's a small map. It's a 4-player map with 6 people, but
Yeah, this has been a longer game.
probably what's not helped is that, and looks like, what is going on here? Is this a betrayal between the two forces here? Or was this an auto attack?
Oh, that is, I do not, I see, whoa, Fond is now on top here.
Yeah.
Fond kind of just came out and surprised me here.
Again, I don't know if Fond's learned the lesson of what happened between him and Zero.
I mean, to be fair, any kind of truce you have has to end at some point.
Yeah, but I would, if I was Fond, I would have also gone and made sure I wiped out Zero.
Yeah, I
Zero,
think that would have been a smart choice because now I think Fond is going to have both myself and Zero after them.
Matthew 99, we will be back on Age 1 DE. We're just on Age 2 right now because it only came out a few months ago. But again, if you missed out, we just did our first giveaway, which was for an Age 1 Definitive Edition key. But yeah, one thing in Deathmatch, you have to wipe out the entire force or force them to resign. Because you see here, this Fond Enthusiast was able to reestablish himself, and now he's got economy going, he's got access to resources, he's pushed off War God space, essentially being squished between both between OMG Boxshark, which is kind of it's not going to move at all, and Fond creeping across the map here. A lot of forces, a lot of units. Right
Ow.
Oh my. Zero, I don't know if Grant was your enemy here.
Zero, what is this?
We just had a link dropped in the chat. If you want to talk about Age all day, join us on Discord. We have multiple channels within our Discord server for each Age title. And I wonder if he did that on. He's just passing through. He was just passing through while getting rid of some of your forces along the way. Again, I don't know if that's going to do much at this point, though, especially with the amount of forces that probably went down for that. Interesting, he's got different forces going. I wonder if it's enough to establish or take advantage of some of the stuff here. Oscar Marquez, hello. Thanks for tuning in. Giveaways. Yeah, we're going to do more giveaways later on in the stream. So keep watching. Again, if you're watching on Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, welcome. You guys have to kill each other eventually. Yes, the politicking is happening. I love it. It's a Padden Elliott move. One of my key strategies, politicking, to try to make sure I can survive in the late game. But what's going to happen is resources are eventually going to run out. People are going to have to attack. I do see there's a couple gold sources left on the map. That's it. Not a lot left over here. I wonder if there's another one right here. And to my calculations, it looks like there's only really three gold sources left on this entire map. I don't see anything else. Oh, no, sorry. There's one more small node here. So there's about 4 nodes here, and that's it left on this map. We do see a bunch of relics, but no one's made a move to try to take them. They do passively generate gold. Again, if you're tuning in from different channels, we're watching on all the different channels. We are, as I mentioned, we'll be doing additional giveaways, but that's only on mixer.com/ageofempires because that's where our ScottyBot, faithful and true ScottyBot, is going to run our raffle, which I know we've argued about it. We talked about it last week. Again, I like free raffle because it really is a free raffle. You don't need to do anything but follow the channel. But really, I think it is follower raffle. It's a giveaway for all our followers. So if you tune in on mixer.com/ageofempires and follow. And we got our betrayal. As said, it was happening. And I love this emote. It's a raiding party. Here we go. And if you want more Age of Empires, you can follow us on our many different channels: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord.gg/Age of Empires, where we talk about Age of Empires all day. Developers are in the chat and we watch and sometimes tune in, but mostly we're there to watch and see what kind of chatter is going on. We listen to everything that happens, like we talk about. And like I said, this elite Harkins coming in to help destroy this, and looks like the elite crossbowmen are being caught in between a rock and a shiny sword, essentially. and they're gonna get quickly mowed down by these elite heavy archers. Top Ash Bash Ash. Hello. Fish raffle makes me hungry for fish. You know what, Clark Games? I made a mistake, and last night, totally unrelated. But last night, I was watching a bunch of pizza reviews on YouTube before I went to bed. Yeah, I made a mistake. I was like, I was slightly hungry.
What you expect.
I was hungry, and I saw it, and then it just made me even more hungrier because I love pizza.
I assume
like,
you don't have pizza available.
No, I didn't have
you're watching
pizza.
those reviews.
No, I didn't. That made it much worse. Like I was just.
You're just intentionally torturing yourself at that point.
Yeah, I was. It was like 1 a.m. I was tired. I was just about to go to sleep, and Yellow should finish off probably before betraying Red. I agree. Yellow should have taken out Zero Empires because they had a nice thing going, and 2 of them fighting would have been much better than War God. War God's still in the game. He can then essentially keep doing what we call a raiding party, and distract Fawn Enthusiast. That was a early move. That was a bold move, and not sure if this is going to be. Thank you for the pizza. I do appreciate it. Thank you all for the pizza. I love pizza. Is honestly one of my favorite foods of all time. There's
so many varieties too.
Well, think
so
about
it's
it.
like
Think about it. Yeah, exactly.
You can have different pizza every day.
I learned a lot of things watching his pizza reviews. There's bar pizza. There's football pizza. Square pizzas. I love deep dish. I know the folks down in Redmond also love deep dish pizza. I forgot what it's called, but there's one in the University Village, down in Seattle, nearby the Microsoft offices. And I'm just looking. I'm just googling it right now. Well, let's hop around and see what else is going on here. Ooh, look at this, man! They are just running through War God's base here. Don't know where the end goal is. But I don't know if he's going to go for Grant's base. It looks like it might be, but I think it's called Delfino's Chicago style pizza.
Whoa! What's? Oh!
Shout out Delfino's if you're ever in the Redmond or Seattle area, University Village area, is delicious deep dish pizza for West Coast pizza. Rinnidinger, yeah.
Whoa.
Thank you for the stickers. We love them.
What are you doing in my base?
Yeah,
I
what
see
is he
you.
doing?
Why would you do this? Why would you do this to yourself, War God? Now I just have to bring my might.
You might have to. I mean, guys, you guys are all being distracted ultimately from the end goal, which was to take on Zero Empires.
Yeah.
Why are you guys squabbling and fighting with each other? You can see here, Zero's just reestablished himself. He doesn't care. He just reestablished. He said he was going to be back. That was pretty much a signal for you guys to take on and get rid of them.
I also really do like how all of the pikemen from War God are basically just trapped right now.
You've essentially, yep. And those, even though technically speaking, the halberdiers are great against elephants are still going to stomp.
Yeah,
you.
but I can just toss enough at them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The elephants are just going to stomp them out, like you just did. Meanwhile, like I said,
and
not
now
sure.
at the same time, I've got a few nice trebs here that I can just send over as a gift. Leave some elephants there, just waiting to.
Wood-fired pizza is good, yeah. Neapolitan style, super good. I had. Oh man, I'm just gonna keep talking about pizza at this point. I'm hungry at this point. I'm a hungry Grant. Now that we're talking about pizza, I'm getting hungry again.
I mean, there's a reason we have a pizza club here at Relic.
Yes, we do have a pizza club, Fabled Pizza Club. First rule is we don't talk about Pizza Club. So if you want to find out about Pizza Club, come join us at Relic and work here, and you can be part of Pizza Club.
Oh
Yeah,
wow!
actually,
oh, War God!
I do love pineapple on pizza. Okay, honestly speaking.
Yep, I 100% agree.
This is the reason why I love pizza is that you can essentially put any topping on. Like if you go to Korea, like I'm Korean by the way. If you go to Korea, there's kimchi pizza and it's delicious. It is like super delicious, and they have like such weird flavors. And like obviously you go to different regions, different parts of the world, different types of pizza. But by far the best pizza I've ever had was in Rome. And I know I'm gonna get some people not liking it, but. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up because like it was that good. If you're ever in Rome, you gotta check out this pizza place. It's zero reservations. It was a yellow tomato margarita pizza, yellow tomato sauce. It was delicious. Like just the bubbles on the crust, like true wood fired pizza. FSU Rock 89. Thank you. Yes, no, thank you for playing the game. Honestly, we love playing Age of Empires. And obviously we're here to play. I was like, we wouldn't spend our time playing here, right, Grant? If we didn't love Age of Empires.
Yeah, for sure.
It's something, again, it's been out since 97. That's the crazy part, right?
Yeah, this is definitely one of the games that I remember playing in my childhood, and getting to play it again now is amazing.
All right. Oh, no. Instagram's forcing me to sign in so I can find out where the pizza place is. But again, it looks like Fond Enthusiast is watching us on stream because he's listening to us say, take on Zero Empires. And if I remember my Instagram password, see if we can sign in. Yes, I got it right. Second try. That's how it goes. And I know there's no audio. I know, because I'm just scrolling through my Instagram posts, look for the pizza, where I went for a pizza in Rome. Because it was that good, guys. It was that good. All right? And I got to make sure that we share where we went.
That's one of the nice things too. Is like everywhere has their own interpretation of what pizza is.
But I'm being honest. Like if you're ever just in the area, the reason why I say this: 4.5 star rating on Google, over 2,100 reviews. So I think it's fair to say that it's a pretty beloved place, right? And it wasn't even that pricey too. It's called Piccolo Buco. If you're ever in Rome, near the plazas. Piccolo Buco, and you get the yellow margarita pizza and the burrata. And you might as well get a pasta dish too.
Might as well just get all the food.
Yeah, but definitely the yellow margarita pizza was my favorite thing there. Like I wish I could have gone more than once. That's how much I wish, Yes, Wololo in my colors. Too bad that I'm dead. But as mentioned here, looks what's he doing? I don't Fawn. What are you doing? Get rid of the forces. Get rid of these military production buildings. You're not putting a dent in Zero, but you're also letting himself get reestablished over and over again. Like you can see the military forces are being built up again. He's getting halberdiers again. He's got an economy going. I don't know what's going on here. I do see that Grant, you are punching through here. I wonder if War Gods just. I guess War Gods essentially accepted that it is what it is. Have you ever had pho? We you have to realize both me and Grant, we both love going out for food. Like we love food. And like being in a city that's so multicultural and diverse as Vancouver, we have access to so many different foods. And being a port city also means that we get access to a lot of fresh ingredients. And it's the same thing down in Seattle and Redmond. Team down in Redmond.
So
it is still going.
This pizza talk has led to a problem. Ford is now at my base.
Oh, fun.
I was too distracted by pizza.
I mean, you're also
look what you've done, Elliot.
No, but the thing is, the amount of back and forth that's going on here, like it's like here's the way I'll put it: it's like a bunch of siblings are squabbling over a toy.
Yep, no, for sure. This is definitely a lot of back and forth especially for a death match. I'm amazed it's gone on this long.
And I'm gonna say Zero's just been able to. It's like the parent that's just watching the siblings or the eldest sibling watching the kids squabble over a toy.
Zero's just waiting for the end until someone's basically because the two of us right now, Fond and I, are going at each other. One of us is going to survive.
One's going to have to reestablish himself again.
Not just that, but one of us is going to survive. One's going to take a lot of losses, and that's when Zero just has to come right in.
That's what I'm saying.
The two of us had to go against Zero if we were going to do something. But to be in the final three, War God's still around, but to be at this stage, I'm pretty happy with this.
I was going to say, what our mods have said is that kind of makes sense. You could make a salad and put it on a pizza, and make it a pizza salad technically, right? Oh my gosh, we're still talking about pizza. I'm not getting hungry. I love pizza.
Oh, this is no! Get out of my.
Yeah, this is not good. I mean, at least you have some towers and stuff to kind of protect yourself, which is not a bad thing.
The other thing is, I still have I've gotten rid of most of their units. It's just there's the few causing trouble right now. Okay, that's fine. We are fine now.
Clark Games, I wish I had pizza too. Tier.
I really wish Fond hadn't have done that, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, but again, you guys are essentially letting yourself get set up so that Zero can reestablish himself.
Oh yeah, and now I have a problem, but we'll see what we can do here. We'll see how much I can rebuild.
As is of all good alliances, eventually someone will betray.
Yep. We can try to rebuild it.
So yeah, there's a bit of stalemate going on because a lot of units are just being attritioned here. But again, Zero's essentially owns the southern coast of this map, and it's getting himself reestablished on the east again. Oh my God, he's flaunting it.
Food, please.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Wood, please.
I'll get it right.
Gold,
There we go.
please.
I got it right.
15k gold.
Yeah.
Gold,
That-
please.
That's. I have 168 gold.
Keep in mind, he took over all the gold mine camps in the south
Yep,
and east.
and that was a very smart move.
And there's still, it looks like there's still one more. It looks like there's one more gold mine camp here from what I'm seeing here. Something. No, sorry, there's still 2. Is there still only 2? I see stone. I see stone. There was a bit of gold up here. It looks like it's gone now. Yeah, it looks like there's only no. Oh, there's still one. 23 gold. Technically, still a bit of gold. Technically speaking. Again, guys, we're 4 minutes away. It looks like we've already decided we're going to give away Age of Mythology, a key for Age of Mythology. Actually, surprisingly enough, I didn't play a lot of Age of Myth. I actually never played Age of Mythology. I played Age of Empires 1, Age of Empires 2, and then I actually didn't play Age of Empires 3 as well. But, you know, obviously with the Age of Empires 3 beta for Definitive Edition, we're playing it a lot now. Oof, I see a lot of oof. What happened here? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Here we go. Looks like we're having another... I don't know, these halbs can get in place in time, but the double town centers with the garrison units will definitely help. Oh, no, they're getting sandwiched, looks like here. Yep. These halbs quickly making work on the hussars. But yeah, actually, so getting back to my point is I never actually played Age of Myth before I joined Relic. And something here at Relic is that what we do often is we play a lot of Age of Empire and Age of Myth and everything in between. Like we almost play, like the whole studio plays so much RTS games and everything. And that definitely, like, you know, it's something that we love doing. So here at Relic, we do weekly Age of Empires gameplay. Like we do playtests essentially across all the legacy titles. And that's where I got to play Age of Myth. And right now, like I said, we're playing Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. Again, if you want to sign up for the beta, you got to be an insider. We did the first wave of invites have gone out, but there will be more. So if you want to be part of the Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition closed beta, guys, sign up as an insider. Mods, if you could drop the link before our giveaway. And if you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, great. We'd love to have you. That's why we're streaming on all the different channels. But like I said, and look, he's got the gold going. Hasn't destroyed this so that he knows Fawn sees it. But again, we're going to be doing the free raffle giveaway. Fraffle, !Fraffle. You have to make sure you go on mixer.com/Age of Empires and follow us. And that's how you get that's how you can enter to win a key for Age of Mythology. And like I said, that's not the only giveaway we're going to do, because we're going to be streaming until 12 p.m. today. Love the Trebuchet Tribune. Thank you. We love it too. Top Ash Bash Hash. What do you mean, should I leave? Why are you leaving? No, we want you to stay here. Watch us join us and play. Whenever this match gets done.
Yeah, this is a long match.
This is the longest drawn out game because nobody wants to get rid of each other and everyone wants to keep backstabbing each other.
That's what I'm doing. Is I'm actually just getting rid of War God right now.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you should just let Vaughn do it so you don't get distracted.
Well, I took out a bunch. Basically, they don't have any more production for military, so that's all I needed to do. I'll leave like an elephant or two just ransacking their houses, and then I'll head back to my base. Get reestablished. I've got... Oh, there we go. War God has resigned.
I mean, not surprising, per se.
War God, totally fine. Thank you for playing with us and sticking it out that long. Now we're down to 3.
People are saying to build siege. Darren's saying to build siege. I mean, the elephants are kind of CG kind of things.
I mean, also...
You also had a bunch of trebs, too, but you're out of gold.
I have 59 gold. So, yeah, not in the best
You can't use the
situation
market
for
to
the
sell
gold.
stuff?
I mean, I've got elephants.
I mean, but can you not use the market to sell stuff?
I can. I don't have much other stuff to sell. I really, like, as much as my economy was going, it's pretty slow right now.
And also, that being said, we're doing the giveaway, so... I'm also going to do a little cheer for Grant. Wololo. Blue. But, hey, we're doing the giveaway. It's 11 o'clock, which means if you want to be entered a chance to win a key for Age of Mythology, you got to tune in to mixer.com/Age of Empires. Hop on over, follow us, and type in !Fraffle. The giveaway started. We got 60 seconds before we will announce our winner. This is for an Age of Mythology key. Again, on mixer.com/Age of Empires, !Fraffle. Follow our raffle. Make sure you also click that follow button for mixer.com/Age of Empires, or you're not going to be entered to win. Oh, yeah, 0. Again, none of y'all are destroying each other, which means that everyone's just bothering each other.
Yeah, it's a lot of pot shots back and forth with Zero and I right now. He comes over to my base.
The thing is, Zero, though, is the one that really you guys should have really focused on before anyone backstabbed each other.
Oh, we definitely should have. And I thought that was the plan.
I know it wasn't you.
That was supposed to be the plan.
I'm going to squarely put the blame here, this one on Fond. Fond, you had it all. You had 2 allies. No one was bothering you. You guys should have wiped out Zero. And looks like, we're still giving away the raffle. !Fraffle, is it done? Or I wasn't paying attention to chat. The winner is done. Sanbella. Congratulations. You won an Age of Mythology key. One of our mods will get in touch with you to check your DMs, your whispers. Congratulations. Sanbella. Age of Mythology. That being said, though, that's not our only giveaway of the chat. So we're going to give away some couple more keys later on in chat, so stick around. We're going to give it away, like I said, later on in the stream, because we have another hour or so before Elliot gets to go out and get some pizza, because watching these damn pizza reviews last night before I went to bed, I was just like, my mouth is salivating in bed.
Oh, and Fond is out, so it's just Zero and I in this final battle, I think.
And that is it. The formerly known base, I guess the third base of Fond Enthusiast, that is it. Oh man, I wish he could have just move these halberdiers to at least put some distraction on.
So my problem is, I'm pretty sure this is it for me. This is, I think, the final battle, because I don't have much
resources.
Out of resources, pretty much, and I don't have much to take on these heavy scorpions he has. So
you don't have any you can't build like hussars or anything.
Not really. I'm very low on everything.
What are some basic tips for advancing quickly in Age? You want to get a lot of villagers going, so you get your economy up and running. And once the economy is running, that gives you a chance to what we call fast castle or rush, because you have enough resources pumping through your entire base. Actually, if you want, just put a plug-in for Zero Empires, who is obviously playing with us here on stream. He's got a bunch of YouTube videos that you can tune up and watch that will help you with your fast castle game for Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition.
And I hate to do this, but I think that's it for me. I can't.
And that's it. OMG Boxers resigned. But hey,
I mean, it's the last 2.
It's still a valiant effort. You came second. You pushed off multiple assaults on your base here, and for the most part, it's intact.
Oh wow! Now that I see the extent of Zero.
That's what I was saying. You guys, Zero was almost just at the southern tip here.
Yeah, his land space is almost like 3 times what I'm using right now.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. When you hold yourself up like that, it does cause you to get stuck here. But let's look at the timeline here. You can see here the might of Fond Enthusiast almost knocked out initially, and you can see me go out in a whimper right here. Fond was almost wiped out near the same time as me, but got to manage to reestablish himself after the second engagement and then really take on the force before Zero had managed to wipe him out. War God, same thing, merciful, but ultimately betrayed, as you can see here with the different conflicts. OMG Boxstar, again, you were doing fine in initial battles, but not looking good here. Do you want to get another game up while we keep
doing that right now?
So, I think we should do probably the Empire Wars.
Empire Wars? We can do that.
So if you want to tune in, mixer.com/Age of Empires will be the game name. We'll be on for another hour or so. We're gonna Grant's gonna get another game going for this. It's gonna be we're gonna play Empire Wars, which is a new game mode that was established and brought in for Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. It is essentially everyone starts at the feudal age with an economy and a barracks. I believe a barracks and stuff going. And so if you want to jump in, mixer.com/Age of Empires, probably should do a 2v2v2 game if we can, just to spice things up. I think free-for-all is going to, this 6-player free-for-all really dragged on.
That was a long death match. That was
even though I got knocked out.
Just over an hour.
Yeah. Even though I got knocked out super early, it still was the case. But again, mixer.com/Age of Empires. This is, let me know when the game's up so we can get started.
The room is up. And Tashawn remembers that we are going to team up this time.
Okay, awesome. So again, mixer.com/Age of Empires is GG. Thanks for dropping that in, everybody. It is GG. I'll also drop a GG. Oh man, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. And that's what we love, having this button where we can mute the mic so that people don't hear me sneezing. What is going on here? Let's see. You've got a game up, I believe, right?
Yep, the lobby is up. I was debating going to the Huns, just to not have to worry about too much building at this point, but let's just... First thing Tashawn's like, playing the Huns, who are you, Grant? So I'm back to Persians with my elephants.
Awesome. That is your go-to. My favorite actually is the Mayans, so no different here. Yeah, as the mods have mentioned, FSU Rock, we are here every Thursday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., unless it's like a week-long holiday like the winter holidays. We don't have spring break, unfortunately, because we're adults here. But essentially, we are on here from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on stream. Excuse me. Playing Age of Empires on Thursdays, weekly. Normally, we have more of our Age of Empires community team joining us to play, but we're not there yet. Do you guys need a 6? What's going on here?
We have 6 now. We're just going to get everyone
Awesome.
in 2v2v2 match.
Awesome. And let's just take a look at Grant's screen here, and we can see what's going on.
Oh, Zero has one who can join if we want to do a 2v2v2v2.
Okay. Fine. You know what, Zero? Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. I'm going to join.
Oh, and there's Chenla.
Oh, wait. So we don't need me then. Do you need me?
Let me see. I don't know who Zero is bringing in.
Do we have a guest coming in? Joining in? Our favorite thing here, Lobby Simulator.
There we go.
We have 8 now?
We are a full 8.
Okay, 2v2v2v2. I love it. That is great battles. Map size should probably be a 6-player map, though. Again, forcing the...
Yep.
We
On
do that
normal here.
because we want to squeeze the engagement a little bit, make sure that people have to fight over resources. So the
Yep.
smaller map footprint we have, the more they're forced to do, especially with 8 players on the map. Again, though, if you want to play and make sure that that's not happening, you play with the normal recommended amount, which, you know, it is what it is. So
Yep.
we're just waiting here to get on.
Let's
on
see. Do
here.
we have... Almost. We are almost good.
And like I said, we're going to do another giveaway in a bit. So keep an eye on the chat here, mixer.com/Age of Empires. But also hello to all our friends and fans that are watching on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. We're going to be doing a couple more giveaways. Let me know when the game's actually up so we can jump in and play. Is
Yeah. Waiting on...
We're waiting on.
Wait, what is... All right. This will be interesting. Here we go.
All right. We've got... Oh, wait. Chenla's not...
Oh, yeah. We got to get Chen to... We need them to join. Who are they joining?
Team 4.
Team 4.
Chenla, if you can, join Team 4 so we can get started.
Yep. Hopefully they will.
Chenla. Okay,
Chenla's-
Chenla, we know we. Oh, wait, it said I am team, but can you do Team 4 if possible? There we go. He's doing it. Perfect. You ready up and get started?
Beautiful. Here we go.
All right, here we go. We've got Spear, we got Matt, we got Chenla, we got Kilo, Zero Empires, Trazani, Tashawn, aka Cloud Art Games, and obviously OMG Boxshard, aka Grant, who's on the camera right now. Here we go. We got OMG Boxshard and Cloud Art Games, aka Tashawn, Persians and Huns, Zero
we said
Empires
last
and
time-
Matt, Malay and Kamir, Trazani, Mayans, Kilo, Britons, Team 3, Spear, Bulgarians, and Chenla is the Vietnamese. We got a 4-player 4-team 2v2v2v2 game going on here on a 6-player map. Here we go. We're playing on Empire Wars, which is, again, as I said, is a new game mode for Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. Everyone starts at the feudal age, as you can see with Grant's screen popping up. We're going to join in and spectate, so we'll be in very shortly. We're just going to jump in. But again, your base is already established, so this lets you essentially get going in the game. It's not, this isn't the mode that most people use for competitive play, but it's a great way to get in and get started so that you can essentially start watching right away. So, we're not watching right away, so we can start playing right away. And you're going to hear a bunch of chopping because we're catching up on speed here. There we go. We're back to normal. So now we're going to switch over to my screen so we can see what's going on here. Grant's bases are established. Let's get score going so we can see and track what is going on here. Laser Bears.
Salon.
Sambella, it's okay. You can join us in the next match if this match ends up going quickly. So we can see here, we've got our bases here. We've got Matt and Zero quickly taking the lead here against Trazini and Kilo. With Spear and Chenla not falling too far behind. Again, getting the base early means that you got to get your economy reestablished and up and running. So let's actually turn off our Fog of War here, see what's going on here so we can hop between the different bases here. So Sean, again, allied with Grant here on this side. And you've got here, you got to be careful not to get housed early on as well.
Yep, I just ran into that, unfortunately,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, no.
I'm just letting you know. We all heard it here on this side. Meanwhile, Spear,
Yep.
again, getting his villagers in place, getting more people in position, getting them all sorted out here. And let's, I'm going to turn on back on Fog of War so you can see what we're talking about here. Again, you don't really get to see much. So one other thing that I like to do when playing on Empire Wars is getting, you want to essentially get, what's it called? You essentially want to get market up it so you could get your economy going with your ally, and also be able to see and explore quickly together so that you guys are able to see what's happening here. They got a little skirmish going on between the two here, between Zero and Tashan with their scout units. Keep going down here. Trazini, again, getting that kind of essentially extending out the base here, like we talked about. Moving over to Zero Empires. Again, getting your units up. No one's getting a market up. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong to get a market up first? Kilo again. Kilo's got a market up. And you can see here with Trazini, they've already established visibility with each other. Helps with making sure you can protect each other and also get your market going. Again, key thing is if you can get stuff on, that helps a lot here. So let's.
Oh, no.
What's going on? Uh-oh, I heard. Oh, no. What is going on here?
Trezani, they started right beside my base.
Yeah, I mean, with the
Yep,
six-player map, it's,
yep.
but also you got with all those extra resources, you gotta essentially get some defense up.
Yeah.
You might have to abandon ship and move. You can.
We'll see. I potentially might be okay, and that's what I'm going to keep telling myself until I'm not. Oh, yeah.
And again, if you're tuning in now, we are live here at Relic Entertainment with myself and Grant, which will pop over to get Grant on camera as well. Grant, right now, his villagers are in a world of pain.
Yeah, this is not good.
Trazini also, again, I don't think walling off would have been the solution for this, but definitely getting some military units to help defend yourself is pretty key, especially with all these extra resources that you get to start the game. That's gonna, your militias are not gonna be able to get in.
Yeah, they're not gonna be quick. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Tashan.
Yeah.
Not fully, but this will help.
Oof, no, that was not enough.
No, this is bad.
It looks like Matt and Zero have already jumped up to the castle age. Take a look here. Already jumped up because you're able to get these forces going, and then once you do, you can really get your town center going. Your next town center going. Oh, Tashan's also advanced up. Same with Kilo. Got half the map has gone to age up. Obviously, Grand Side's distracted by the forces of Trazini. Trazini also using some of the resources to put some pressure on Grand Space, but you're able to reestablish yourself, which is a good thing.
Mostly.
Two teams start together. Dad Gamer, yes, they actually do start together. So as long as you put teams together, they'll be put in the similar area next to each other. If you do teams together off, then it's randomized, and then you sometimes might not be put together. You might be. Here's some action going on here. Looks like we've got a bunch of archers from Chenla pushing off Matt's scout cavalry. Again, H2 versus H3, those units are going to be a little more resilient, a little more painful. But with enough archers, they should be able to kind of push them off, essentially. I say essentially, because now Zero's also sending in Scout Cavalry, and I'm sure that's going to get themselves rolling to put more and more forces on there. Chenlan's also advanced up to the castle age. He's going to be able to convert those units quickly and push off, like I said, push off this onslaught of Matt that's coming in. Meanwhile, Grant, I think you're back to normal, right? You're back to good to... And actually,
Mostly.
Let's look at Matt. Let's take a look at what Matt's seeing here. And then hopping over to Zero. Getting housed already because he's got so many units going up. Noticing that he still doesn't have a market up, which also makes sense. You got to make a choice essentially, right? Whereas Kilo, obviously Kilo's got stuff, and as I said, market, he hops to the market. Let's get off view lock. Take a look here. All right, we're going to turn on all visible just to see what's going on here, but you can see here there's additional forces coming here to pressure. To put pressure on the team here, which is going to hurt because OMG Box Shark is behind, unfortunately. Grant, you are a little behind.
I am.
Getting your villagers destroyed and also pushed off doesn't help this case here.
No, it definitely does not.
Love the York Battle of History, my favorite. I love history. Part of the reason why we're also here playing Age of Empires, because this is where let's be honest. This is the excuse to be used to learn and play Age of Empires because we're learning history, right? I can't be the only one that used that excuse and have it work essentially. Let us know what age game that you first started, chat. Like, we'd love to hear what was your first Age of Empires game, and if you had to use any excuses like I did about history to be able to play. Oh, and I see a lot of the disrespect.
No, that is disrespect.
Disrespect from Trazini. He's gonna drop a castle right in the base.
Coming in to drop a castle right in.
I mean, at this point though, you are kind of SOL too. Like you've had your villagers pushed off.
Yeah, I'm far enough behind at this point that like there's not much I'm gonna be able to do.
You might want to get your villagers and maybe try to reestablish yourself.
Yep, I'm gonna just take them and run at this point.
Yeah.
Poor villagers.
I mean, I'm watching your villagers fight the castle. Inevitable.
Oh, you're slightly behind then. They're running now.
Oh, that's true. That's true. There we go.
There we go.
Catch up.
Nope, that is a sad castle.
And moving on again, we've got Zero getting his side of the base set up and essentially a little bit of a walled off section to kind of tunnel. I'm going to assume to tunnel off any advancements from Tashan and or Grant later on. When this game came out, I was in high school and I always used to drop history knowledge in the world history class, and that was funny but also accurate. Yeah, like that's like I said, what excuse did you guys use to play Age of Empires? OG Boxshard again having to reestablish himself, which he is, putting up walls, at least putting some effort into helping with that.
Yeah, it's the most I can do right now, unfortunately, but
I'm gonna say good call on the wall because.
Yep.
But you're gonna have to move those villagers. Your villagers are getting sniped out.
Yep.
Oh man, your wall just got.
Yeah.
I've never seen it fall that fast.
That was
Mayans. What am I missing? Oh, my Trazini playing my favorite civ. That makes sense. I'm assuming he's got the Mayan. He's got the upgrade Obsidian Arrows, which does additional damage on buildings. I'm assuming he did because that wall melted.
That was yeah.
That wall just melted on you. Rush with archers. It doesn't really work rushing in Empire Wars. So we're playing Empire Wars. Again, if you're just tuning in or just didn't know, we're playing Empire Wars, a new game mode from Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition where you can essentially everyone starts the game at the feudal age with the economy already set up. So we'll take a look here at this base. If you look at Town Center, you already had kind of the farms and villagers already set up with the barracks. And, I didn't notice your spear. Spear's also getting pretty set up here. Probably next to close to Kilo. Kilo's walled off this area, forcing only one area of engagement. Right? Here's the combat I was talking about. Konik, the unique unit for the Bulgarians, attacking this archery range. Slowly but surely whittling it away. Meanwhile, again,
Yeah, I think
that's it.
That's
OMG
it for me and Tashawn here.
Is GG. Thank you for playing.
That
Nice
yeah.
try. How's it going
Krazini
for
there
Age
just
of
came in too
Empires?
quick.
JKBG Anders. Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition is going great. And as you can see from the links that we dropped in chat, is that we have Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. The first round of beta invites have gone out. So if you want to be part of that, if you weren't accepted or weren't given an invite in the first round, is all you got to do is sign up as an insider, and we will do more additional rollouts. More keys will be given out. You'll also see us playing it down the road because we're playing this right now. It's closed beta, so we're not going to be streaming it, but we've been playing it in the office here because, like I said, we being here at Relic Entertainment, being around for we've been around for 21 years, almost as old as Age of Empires. And Age of Empires is definitely one of those games that has been played a lot in the office here, and something we do on a weekly basis. So it looks like we've had an early defeat from both OMG Boxshark and Tashawn, unfortunately.
Yeah, Tashawn, actually, I just saw in chat as Cloud Heart Games mentioned that Empire Wars is one of those things like you have to get into the mindset of what to start doing immediately. If you're used to playing from basically nothing, you're doing something you behave very differently than this. You need to just quickly get as much as you can from military to keep yourself safe.
Yeah, that wall was essentially paper mache. I've never seen it collapse that fast, but it makes sense. The Mayans do have that bonus +6 attack on I think specifically, like I said, +6 attack against buildings, and when you have a nice critical mass of archers, they essentially will wreck shop here. Again, early establishment of gold here. Trarzini and Kilo keeping up with Zero Empires and Matt. Keeping up with the Empires, aka keeping up with the Benjamins is what we'll say. Keeping up with the Empires. We're giving away the next key. I think we're going to give away Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. Is going to be the next key we'll be giving away. So if you want to enter to win, we are playing here Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. If you want to get a key either on the Microsoft or Steam store, all you got to do is hop onto mixer.com/Age of Empires and Age of Empires, and also follow us on the channel, and then that will give you a chance to enter when we do the giveaway. It'll be a 1 minute period where you can do !fraffle, follow a raffle, and that's how you can win. We got a Wolo Monk sticker for Red, for Spear, from Trex Win. Excuse me. And looks like here, Matt, advance to the Imperial Age, first one to do so. I just love how the buildings, the textures, and oh man, the amount of detail that went into this for the definitive editions is awesome. Meanwhile, do we have any trading going on? I don't see any trade markets going on here. Let's take a look here. Yeah, still looks like no market from the teams here. I wonder if it's because they don't need to establish a resource or don't want to pull from resources because it does cost a lot of wood and gold to get them going. However, we have both Matt and Zero Empires, the first to get to Age 4. Like I said, these archers are just going to do so much damage. Crossbowmen are just doing so much damage. And actually, I got it wrong. Mayans, crossbowmen, do they get the bonus too? No, it's your Mayans. Oh yeah, sorry, the archers and crossbowmen also get the bonus. Oh, we got a lot of Wolo stickers being dropped here. Bent the Bee, Red, Sandbella, Bent the Bee cheering on Red. Let's take a look at Red here. Spear. Okay, he's getting his units going. Kilo's also hit Age 4, same with Spear, so large majority of the folks have done so. You can see the map being established here. Kilo right next to Spear. Surprised there's no more skirmishes happening between two. No, I take it back. I do hear the horn going here, which means they're fighting. Yeah, you can see here the crossbowmen here in the fog of war. I don't know if the Conics can get to them, though. There is that bit of a gap here. Can they even get to... No, destroyed there. Oh, he destroyed it himself, so they could do so. Ben the Bee dropping tons of Wolo stickers and Mocha Sloth. Trex Win. Drop the sticker for who you guys want to cheer on. Let's start off Fog of War so you can see what's going on here. You got Chen La here, playing as the Vietnamese, teamed up with Spear, who is also playing as Bulgarians. Let's see Chen La here. Chen La, I believe, is aging. He is aging up here, and I believe there's still Trazini, who also needs to age up. He is also aging up. So everyone's jumping up to the 4th age here. Drop a sticker on who you want to support here. Got a lot of cheers for Chen La. Cyan doesn't work. Cyan's actually, no, that's 0. I forgot. Also kind of pushing away to Sean's leftover base by getting castle here. So passively just going to be encroaching on the space here.
I see we got 0 every so often comes up and takes a few pot shots at Trezani's town center here.
Yeah, here in the middle, you mean?
Yeah. Where I mean the one right where my base used to be that is now entirely gone.
That being said, Trazini has established itself in the middle, which is actually pretty surprising. We got also others that are trying to take on eventually more of the resources here in the middle. I am surprised that not a lot of market activity is happening. I would expect a lot more trade cards going between the different squads here, different units here. Evan has returned. Where's Evan? I don't see Evan. Oh, it's Team Elephants, yes. So, guys, we're 4 minutes away from a giveaway for the Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. We're going to give away a Steam key or a Microsoft key of your choice. All you have to do is go on mixer.com/Age of Empires. Click that follow button and make sure you're following us so we can do our giveaway. Again, if you're just tuning in, we are fighting. We're not fighting. The markets are being established here, which is a great move later in the game as you can get additional resources going. Also, make sure that you're sharing visibility, that everyone can see what's going on. So you can see here that you can share the map here. Meanwhile, 0, seeing this side of the corner. Trazini on this side. Sean's obviously knocked out. Chenlong team. Wait. Oh, there we go. Fog of War. Seeing that side of the base. Hugs all the elephants. Yes, hugging all the elephants. So, again, if you're watching on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, great. Love to have you there. But if you want to enter the giveaway that we're doing in 3 minutes, mixer.com/Age of Empires, and click that follow button, because that's how you're going to make sure that you can be entered to enter the fraffle when they're going to throw in the fraffle. What is going on here? Oh my goodness. I wonder, I'm assuming Chenla, yeah, he sees it. This is... That was weird. Or no, sorry, maybe I was just seeing wrong. Let's turn off this Fog of War though. See the visibility. Do a bit of a battle on this side. Oh man, I didn't even notice. Matt with the Chimeras as the lead ballista elephants, taking on the skirmishers and the baton archers. It's not looking good for Chenla's forces. He's getting some additional support with heavy cavalry archers coming into place, but this is not looking good. These guys will do a lot of damage. Giveaway hasn't started yet. 2 more minutes, guys. Exclamation mark Fraffle is going to be how you enter. Nope. Ultra. 2 more minutes. You have to wait for ScottyBot to say, type in Fraffle. But again, if you want to get entered to win a chance to win a key for Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, get on mixer.com/Age of Empires. Wait for the giveaway. My skills a little rusty. I mean, yeah, it's all good. Like, hey, it's me and Grant will tell you, we're no experts at this game either. Right, Grant?
Yeah, definitely not an expert, but it's a lot of fun playing with everyone in the community and being destroyed a bunch of times.
As I said, Matt is now taking on this middle force here, kind of disrupting Trazini's base here. And not only Trazini, but also Kilos.
I also do like that we've got where my base was is now changed hands once again.
Yeah, it is.
We got 0 building some stuff.
One thing I've learned definitely from watching a lot of our community folks play, you can see how Chenla is also really spread out. You can see how Matt's really spread out. You can see how Zero's really spread out. Same with Trazini and Kilo. Spear as well. Everyone's so spread out because you need the space to get your farms going. You need to take on, you need to get these markets set up so that people can trade and get that gold. But also your villagers need to spread out so they can get these additional resources that are all over the map. These auxiliary, secondary, and tertiary resources. We are about to give away Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. If you want to enter mixer.com/Age of Empires, hit that follow button because that's how you're going to be entered to win. ScottyBot has dropped it! Exclamation mark Fraffle. Fraffle, follower raffle. You have to be following us on mixer.com/Age of Empires. And like I said, you need to make sure that you are you're also typing in exclamation mark Fraffle. Again, if you want to follow, mixer.com/Age of Empires, hit that follow button, type in exclamation mark Fraffle. We're going to be giving away a key for Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. Meanwhile, Matt is taking on the forces here of Kilo, punching in and being a distraction, and on top of that for against Charzini. Exclamation mark Fraffle. We're almost at the time limit here. 60 seconds was the time limit here. Mixer.com/Age of Empires for an Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition key here. What is it going to be? Who's going to be the winner? Boom. The winner is Blazed Killer Rabbit. Blaze Killer Rabbit, congratulations. You've won the key for Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition.
Congrats.
Oscar Marquez, thanks for joining us on the stream. Appreciate you having here. See you next week. We'll be back on next week. GG, yes, GG indeed for the giveaway. But we do have actually one more giveaway going.
I also did see Tashad in chat there, Cloud Heart Games, saying that they see these elephants, the orange elephants, and that could have been us. That is the dream, but we didn't quite achieve that this time.
Yep. Oscar Marquez asks, are any of you guys going to watch the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie? Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to watch the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Right now, you know, when I'm going to go, I don't know. Probably this weekend sometime. Ultra, it's not rigged. All you got to do is stay here, chill, follow. We're actually going to do one more giveaway. So, mix.com/Age of Empires is the place to be if you're on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you might be. Mix.com/Age of Empires. Make sure you're following us too, because that's how we do. ScottyBot's going to know to give away. That's why it's called a Fraffle. But yeah, Oscar Marquez asked if we're going to watch the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Yeah, I'm going to watch it. I mean, we consume a lot of movies, both myself and Grant. So it's not, you know. I saw Birds of Prey last weekend too. It was a great movie. Let's hop around here, take a look. Oh wait, Tishan's out. There's no point looking at Trazzini though. Trying to push away this force. You can see these elite ballista elephants coming through. Cloud Games, yeah, it's exciting. Let us know what you think of the movie. Sad Bell, yes, it is the best. I mean, we love all the age titles. All the age titles are the best. That's why we love playing them. Blaze Killer Rabbit, check your DMs though. GM Evangelist, yeah, Birds of Prey was fun. Are you gonna go watch Sonic as well, Evan? And for those of you who are wondering why we're talking about Sonic, Relic, we're actually owned by Sega. So even though we're partnered up with Microsoft to make Age of Empires, ultimately, you know, we are owned by Sega. How do you receive the key? Check your whispers. Ultra 53. I know you want the key, but we're gonna do another giveaway. Kilo's resigned. I just noticed. What is going on here?
Yeah.
What happened here? Let's turn on the fog. Sorry, not the song. On the
I would say it's Matt's elite ballista elephants here doing some damage that probably caused that.
Oh, I see. Yeah, just punching through here.
That is some firepower to be reckoned with there.
Oh, it looks like we've got both of them resigned. So now we got down to the final match between
The final
Chen-La and
2v2.
Spear. Chen-La Spear versus Matt and Zero. They're a little behind though, so I don't know if they're going to be able to really make a dent in this, because if they had Kilo and Trazzini around to help units ready to go.
And yeah, Shivery, I see you in chat. Relic is owned by Sega. We are a Sega studio here, and 2 Point Hospital is a lot of fun. Elliot actually played that during one of our streams a few weeks ago.
Which game, sorry?
2 Point Hospital.
Yeah, we did play 2 Point Hospital. A83H, hello. Welcome to the stream. Sam Bell, yes, we definitely have something for Age of Empires 3. We've been talking about it all stream. Like the first round of insider invites have gone out for Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition closed beta, as we announced a couple weeks ago. And we're going to then also, we're also doing there'll be additional rounds of people being invited. So if you want to be entered to, or if you want to sign up to be a part of the beta, mods, can we get the link dropped in the chat to sign up as an insider? Grant, one day we'll have revenge against Zero and the yellow team. Yeah.
I
hope
think
so.
Cloudhound and I are just going to partner up every time now, try to get our elephant dream
And
going there.
We're just gonna hop around the different views here. See, Chen-La's obviously getting his forces up and running. We'll speed up here, just get caught up here.
And Oddball, and we actually play Age of Empires every Thursday, usually partnered with the Microsoft team down in Redmond there. Today it's just Elliot and I, but yeah, we do this every Thursday, so feel free to hop in and join.
So you see here, Matt here is really trying to deal with the forces of Chen La here. Let's take a look at Spear. Spear also dealing with what looks like the remnants of Kilo. Oh, it's awesome you got the beta key. I mean, right now it's a closed beta. That's why we're not playing Age 3. But as you can probably guess, we will be playing Age 3, Definitive Edition, down the road. I'm not going to say when, because this is not the channel for us to make those kind of announcements. But if you want to find out more information, up-to-date news, sign up as an insider. Follow us on our social channels on Mixer. No, sorry, not. For social channels, sorry. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, /Age of Empires. Or join us on Discord. That's where you're going to get the most immediate news. Discord.gg/Age of Empires. Join us in the rest of the community as we talk. All the different channels for different age titles are all there. And yeah, Simbel, great to know you got a beta key. You'll see myself and Grant are on Age 3D betas. The beta as well. Closed beta. We're on there as well playing.
So if you're on the beta, you might run into us?
You might run into us, yeah. What about Discord? It's discord.gg/Age of Empires is our official Discord server, so you can join us there. We talk about everything. Yes, DSEG is required as part of the sign up, because that way we know what machine you're running, so you can make sure that, because again, part of these closed betas to make sure that these games run on multiple machines and multiple things, and that's why we do these tests, is so that our development team can always help us get, make sure the games are able to run on the most amount of platforms as we can. There's a reason why we do that. What's that?
There we go.
I don't know what a DAT chord is. Am I missing? I'm missing a reference here. I don't know what it is.
Chenla and Spear have resigned.
Has resigned? Is that it? Is GG,
that is
I believe.
it.
We're obviously a couple seconds behind, so we're going to see the resign happen very shortly. I mean, at this point, though, is kind of the point where makes sense. Looks like we are done. So, Grant, do you want to hop over and make? Let's do another deathmatch game to wrap things up.
See if this one's a little bit quicker than an hour and a bit. Let's get this going.
What if you submit for H2D? I mean, we will have. I believe there will be some additional patch kind of testing. Oh my god! I had to get a dad. Oh my dad gamer. It's just a dad joke, isn't it? Oh man, when we're hosting a stream, we can't read every reference and every implication here. So I will just say that if I miss a joke, it's not because we didn't notice, but it's just how it goes. But yeah, you can see here. Let's take a look at these forces here. There's elite ballista elephants, and we also got Zero's well-established bases here going on across the force here. I'm seeing if Zero's got any forces that were putting pressure on. I don't see a lot of forces that way, but didn't matter because you have the double whammy force of Matt and also Zero being able to essentially impose their will here. So let's take a look at the timeline here. You can see the steady growth of Zero and Zero Empires here, and then Matt just getting bigger and bigger. Chenla was able to keep up with the forces. OMG and Tashan, unfortunately, were knocked out early on. But with the forces here, like Trazini having a place in place until they got attacked. Same with Kilo here. So taking a look at the different stats here, I think Matt, that doesn't look right numbers-wise. But, like I said, that's how it goes. So, again, we're going to play our last game of the night, or of the stream, mission.com/Age of Empires.
It's open, and we're up to 5 people in there right now, so make your way in pretty quick if you want to get started.
Can we do a super small map by any chance?
Super small, like 3-player to small map?
I mean, we only have 20 minutes, right? So I want to make sure that we get enough
All right.
people. So we're going to do our last game of the stream. Mixer.com/Age of Empires is the stream game name, so the game name for the stream.
And I see Tow Trek asking, is Age of Empires 4 coming? It is coming at some point. This is not the place where we're going to be making announcements. Stay tuned to our other social channels for that kind of stuff in the future. But right now, we're just here to play some Age of 2 Definitive Edition.
It is GG. Yeah, we've got one more match, though. So.
All right. We have 6 people. I think we can probably close that up.
Yeah, let's close it up. Let's get started. Everybody ready up?
On a 3-player small map, this will be interesting. Here we go.
Here we go.
For those who weren't able to get into this match, definitely join us any of our other streams next week or beyond. We just need to get started on this, so we're going to finish off around noon our time here. We only have about 20 minutes left, so we just have to get started on a 3-player small map to make this go quite quick.
Chen Lado, you can join us next time. We've got the Franks, two Celts, Persians, Hans and Khmer. Got to mix up. And we're going to jump in soon. Oh, we got a Fortress match going.
Yeah.
Awesome. And you can see here, we're on grand screen here watching. Again, one of the key... With Fortress, though, you have a little bit of protection, but you do need to get military up and going ASAP. Anytime you play Deathmatch for Age 2 DE, because it's going to be really painful if you don't, to be frank.
Yep. I have learned that pretty quickly. Get military going as fast as possible.
All right.
Oh, I
pop back up. Let's take a look here. We're going to hop around. So OMG Bogshart, Persians. Spear playing as... And they're right beside each other, being this small map. I love it. Let's turn off Fog of War. You can see what I'm talking about. Everyone's right beside each other. I've never seen this. You and your base and Charzini's are intersected with each other on the corner here. Must be cheering on for me, right? Oh yeah, Ribbonmud. Sorry about that. Yes, sorry. Good call, Ultra. Thank you for the call out there. We've got the score established.
I don't know I don't know what Next is doing here with their Hussar. They're just outside of my wall getting pot shots from my tower.
He just wants to say hi. Maybe that's
oh,
just
and
it.
there we go.
He just wants to say hi, Grant. You know, not everybody is a warmongering emperor like you are.
Sure. That's what you would say before you come right after me and just destroy me.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm not
You're
playing.
like,
so.
I'm on your side, and then I'm dead.
Yeah, I mean, everyone who knows who's been watching me stream for a while, like being on the stream for a while, you know, watching the stream for a while, I do love to politic our way while we're playing. Sometimes, mostly unsuccessful. I'll say that mostly, but sometimes
Mostly.
it works. Sometimes it works, you know. But that being said, looks like right here we already see this happening. I don't know if he's noticed, but it's happening. He definitely sees it. Or can see it.
I see it.
What are you going to do about it?
We'll see how much I can do before it happens.
I say it's one of those things where if you can... Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice. Wall was punched completely through here by Spear into Kumpo Juso. Oof, and that's going to hurt. Might be our first actual resonation of the match. If we take a look at Fog of War, he doesn't have any units that can really run away or get away. Yeah, he's got nothing here. This is going to be painful. This could be it, especially with the siege rams coming in. Oh, maybe. No, it looks like he might be able to push off the initial onslaught. We'll take a look here.
Oh, that... okay.
What's going on? Oh,
yeah.
oof. They're coming. Siege onagers are coming.
That's not going to end well.
Nope. So you got multiple forces being attacked here. Meanwhile, nothing on this side. Nothing on this side. Just getting their forces ready and established. Looks like Kumpo was able to push it off. Can Grant do the same though? Oof, it's not looking good for you, Grant.
Nope. This is... You know what? As long as I can take down this castle over here, I'm okay. Let's see if I can do it in time.
Essentially, good Trozzini.
If I
you can see his forces.
see, this is the problem. Is Trzini just came after me another time this game, and I feel like there's something against me here.
It's just unlucky RNG, to be honest.
Unlucky enough that our two bases are just like merged together. All right.
And it looks like we're gonna get the first who's gonna be? It looks like Grant's actually gonna be the first resignation. No, maybe not. You still have you still have stuff in the back.
Yep. No, I'm still making a few things, but
You're not like 100% SOL right now. But you can see here already. That's kind of the key thing to do is get this established already on this side. I don't see anybody else really doing that actually. Actually, no, I take it back. Spears. What I'm noticing, the two aggressive players in the game so far are the ones that doing what we're seeing here on the stream. You can see here really established, pushing out and establishing themselves. Taking on their neighbors is a good call because the more real estate you get, the more resources you have, the more ability you're able to do so. Mokusloth cheering on Trozzini. Drop those Wolo stickers if you're supporting a specific team. And we got a resignation. OMG Box Shark Grant, aka Grant.
Yep. That is it for me this time.
It was bound to happen.
Yep.
And we're just going to speed it up to catch up here. But we've actually got Next, who's also in the party. Came through into the party, but realized maybe not the best move with all these massive amounts of siege units coming through. And these, I mean, the halberdiers, whatever, the ballistas can deal with it. Like you see here, they're just wiping it out. Not a problem. But the issue is going to be these massive amounts of siege onagers. These elite ballistas are not going to be going that. Hey, new scoop. Looks like a hotfix just went live for H2DE. So if you're tuned in or playing Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, all you have to do is restart your client, and it should be downloaded. So that's the heads up there. Mods, do you know if it was pushed out to both the Windows Store and to Steam? I'm assuming.
There you go. The link just got
like,
posted in chat for everyone who wants to read up about that hotfix there.
Yeah, the hotfix is live, so take a look. It is live both on the Windows Store and on the Steam clients. So all you gotta do, I think, is exit the game, push the update button, and then you should be able to get in. Read more about the hotfix in the link that was dropped in the chat. And it looks like we finally got a battle between... Where we're looking here, we've got Spear versus Tashawn Cloud Art Games fighting. I think what I've also realized is that Siege Rams and Onagers are pretty brutal in deathmatch. Especially if they can get into your bases, they're going to be taking on and really punching through the wall. You can see the walls just got demolished here, and the castle's just quickly going to get collapsed here.
Yep, that was quick.
And you're going to see the beautiful animation of it just crumbling away, destroyed by the Onagers here, or the Siege Rams. Meanwhile, looking here again, Trozzini with the siege units punching through here. Getting through the forces here. Will there be more events? I'm assuming there will be. I can't say much more, but there will be. That's what we'll say. Sanbella, that's what we'll say. There's definitely going to be more, just not going to be able to say more about it. Alright? More and more castles just getting destroyed by your siege onagers and these heavy scorpions coming through. I don't know if Nex is going to be able to really hold off anymore. See here that Trozzini is also maxed out on Popcast, whereas Nex is probably looking at only just 31 units because as his forces more and more getting destroyed here. Not looking great here as well. Looks like Tashawn has resigned. Unfortunately, GG. Thanks for joining Cloud Art Games. Go yellow, yellow, go yellow, go is what we're hearing from chat. Trozzini, again, punching through here. Not looking great for Next. It might soon become a battle between Spear versus Trajini. I know Kumpo's still in. Let's take a look at Kumpo. 78 units, not so bad, but it's gonna be painful because if you look at the different pop cap numbers here between Kumpo and Spear is also at max pop cap, and same with Trajini. I do feel it's gonna be an inevitable battle between the two. And yeah, if you wanna talk more about, so as we're nearing the end of our stream here, if you want to talk more about Age of Empires, we have our official Discord server, discord.gg/Age of Empires. Perfect place to join and be able to chat about all the different Age titles. We have channels dedicated for each title. And it's honestly, the devs are all in there. We're reading everything. We may not be jumping into chat all the time, but we're reading everything that's been talked about there. Along with our all-star moderator team and sages that help us out with making that server the best that it can be. And let's just get caught up here on the speed here. Looks like we got some movement here from Trajini, having taken on Nex, and Nex resigning. Yeah, it looks like he's also joining in on the fun of taking on Kumpo. I don't know if that's the right move, to be honest. I don't know if Trajini should be taking on Kumpo. I feel like you should go for the next person in the score sheet, which is, Spear. But, I'm not one to judge. Let's take a look at the Fog of War here. That being said, Trajini hasn't been able to see much of Spear, whereas I'm assuming, let's see, they can look at Spear here. Spear also just isn't aware of the other side of the maps because being distracted, taking on both Tashan as well as Kumpo here. Meanwhile, we are near the end of the stream, so this means that, hey, time for another giveaway. I think we'll give away another Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition key, if that's okay, mods. If you want to enter the giveaway, if you're on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, mixer.com/Age of Empires, and you need to follow us on that channel, so click that follow button, and we're going to do !Fraffle. We're going to give away one more Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition key in less than 2 minutes. 11:55 a.m. We're going to give away one more key here. So, if you want to enter, mixer.com/Age of Empires mixer.com/Age of Empires, and make sure you click that follow button and then follow the prompt from ScottyBot for !Fraffle when we do the giveaway. We're going to give it away in a minute now. Taking a look at the battle here. Again, neither force really knows the extent of what each other has here. You can see here, both of them are just attacking green. Maybe some unwritten code or something. Not to attack each other, but neither of them really know the extent of the forces here. So you can see Trajini's forces there. Spears, Fog, doesn't see much except for the little bit of fighting here. And I hate to say this, but I think Trajini's going to want to be the one to take this away. It could be a surprise, could be, I could be wrong. But again, we are doing the giveaway, mixer.com/Age of Empires. If you want to be entered to win an Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition key, we're doing that giveaway. Make sure to click that follow button, because it's going to take you to do !Fraffle when ScottyBot says so.
Yeah, and make sure you're on mixer.com/Age of Empires. This won't work on any of the other channels. You have to go to mixer.com/Age of Empires, follow us there, and then say Fraffle when it's time.
You guys ready? Are we ready? Where's the hype? Throw in the stickers. Throw in the Molo stickers. Get ready. We're going to get this giveaway going in just a short moment. Hype. Yes. Hype and stickers. People are ready. Let's do this. Mods, let's get it going. Meanwhile, Kumpo still hasn't resigned. Kumpo, what hidden secrets do you have? He's got the backward base right here. Hype has started. Fraffle started 60 seconds, guys. !Fraffle on mixer.com/Age of Empires. Make sure you click that follow button, or else you'll not be eligible to enter to win. !Fraffle. That's how you win. We're going to give away an Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition key as our final giveaway as we wrap up the stream here. Looks like, let's say we're trying Fog of War here. Again, Trajini has just spread. Grant, do you notice how much Trajini just spread out so much?
Yeah, Trajini has like a bit of a stakehold in almost over half the map here.
Meanwhile, Red's also got this bottom corner, so it's not like he's any slouch, but unfortunately the economy is just going to run out for him while they fight. And we've got the initial skirmishes going on here. Let's take a look at Spear. Spear still doesn't see the extent of the base, whereas, I'm going to say Trajini with the castle, able to see a little more, line of sight. !Fraffle, we're still giving it away. Who's the winner? And the winner is YK Jawali. Yukja Wali. I don't know what the username is, but YKJWALE. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. If you won the key, check out your DMs and whispers from our mods. They're going to get in touch with you so you can pick either Microsoft Store or the Steam Store. And yeah, just take a look at Trazini's base here. You know? Trazini's, view
Trazini
lock
here is definitely has some firepower here behind them. And just a few castles?
Only a few.
Just a few, probably just over 10 or so.
But he's also got so many, so much of the base established. Like, here we go. Here's the middle fight here that we were looking for, waiting for. Big fight here.
Yeah.
You've got the lead World Raiders versus the champions. And you got Halberdiers. Onagers are coming in. I don't know if they'll be able to snipe out some of the forces. They are. Some of the forces are going to get hurt. Oh, and no, that Onager is going down fast. Here. Another battle here going on like we talked about. Meanwhile, this castle, desperate stay by the castle to get repaired by Kumpo. It's not resigned yet. But hitting that
Holding
tail
on
end there.
as long as possible there.
Yes, so again,
Oh!
we are... Sorry, what?
And they killed everyone at their castle. They're going to have some time to repair it now.
Awesome. That being said, guys, we are near the end of the stream now. If you want to follow us along, discord.gg/Age of Empires or YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram/Age of Empires. We are on all the social channels. We're here every week on Thursdays for stream from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And again, as we're nearing here, we're so grateful, so thankful for you guys to join us and playing with us. It's been an awesome time getting these matches in. It does look like we may not see the end of this. Trazini versus Spear. Yeah, this might be the tail end of it. Unfortunately. Let's speed this up here, get caught up here. World Raiders helping protect castles here, while meanwhile, this is still up and running. I mean, I feel like you're wasting your resources attacking Kumpo's castle. Like, at this point, you're better off trying to take out... Oh, it looks like we are having another battle here, guys.
Yep.
Champions versus the heavy Scorps and the Onagers and Siege Rams. Meanwhile, you have some World Raiders attacking some villagers here. And I think, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to watch the rest of the stream, the final bit of the stream. So it is what it is. But, you know, Grant, again, thanks for being the ones to jump in and play. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, it was good to get a game with you at the start there.
Yeah, that's it for us. So, like, again, if you want to join in and be a part of this all next time, we're gonna be on here next week, next Thursday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Make sure to tune in. Make sure to follow us, and then follow us on the streams or the different social media channels. What's this? What'll happen in red? What'll happen in yellow? Tune in next time. Yeah, I'd love to say that, but unfortunately, we're not going to save the game, so can't do that. Ultra 53. Unfortunately, we're at the end of our stream here, 12 o'clock. So that's it for us. So thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Grant, thanks for playing. Thanks for being here. Mods, thank you for taking care of the chat. Everyone else who joined in, thank you so much for being part of it. Hopefully you enjoyed the giveaways. Crippa, we're going to do all new games next week. Yeah, I'm going to say yellow probably takes the crown, but honestly, red and yellow are going back and forth in score, and red is catching up. So, again, we'll let you guys know what happens, and we're going to keep watching the game here.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Again, that's it for us. Thanks again for tuning in. Until next week, we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Thanks,